Mic check 1 2 1 2.
I hear you loud and clear, brother.
All right, make sure my glasses good. What's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook? How y'all doing, man? Back with another episode 16, and 16 is Social Topics Part 5. We got 3 guests in here today. Y'all introduce yourself.
I guess I'll be going first. So what's up? I'm Chris Santana. You can find me on Facebook under that name. I was actually in the episode 3 for you all,
Yep.
So I was.
Which is called AT&T. That's me.
Yep, that's right. And basically, I'm here back again, talk about some topics.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming back in the building.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We got some
nice little topics too. We got some wonderful guests too as well, all together. What's up, CC? What's up, Arnell? What's going on, y'all? Y'all do not want to miss it. Facebook Live. I love y'all. Y'all tap in and
tune in.
I mean, be a part of the conversation at least.
And say something, comment, whatever y'all got to say about the topics we got to talk about. Give y'all intake.
If you got input, come with it. We love to hear different opinions,
And this is not an argumentative podcast, by the way. We just going by debates. It ain't no, you're wrong or you.
Opinions. Yeah. Let's go by opinions.
Yeah, just opinions. So what's up, Wilquasia? I don't know if I got your name right. What's up, D? What's going on, man? CC said, hey, what's going on, y'all? 8 views, okay. So y'all go ahead.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm Rosea on Facebook. We here.
And also, Rosea, she also the ones that do my
oh yeah, that's right too. So, I am the Quayla stylist.
Yep. She the ones that wash my hair and stuff like that. Well, in the beginning of times I had
hands.
Yeah. You got the hands. Before, Roz or whatever, I used to go to this lady named Patrice. She used to do my locks all the time. So, I had to find somebody that can do them because my old loctician, she ended up getting carpal tunnel. So Roz had stepped in, and ever since then, we've been close. What's up, Justin? Cece said, what are we talking about? Oh, they tuning in. Y'all are going to see. Y'all are
Get ready for it.
Because we got some nice, juicy old topics. What's up, Brittany Webb? What's going on? So go ahead,
Ms. All right, Nikki. I'm Nikitra. You can find me on Facebook at Nikitra Dolman, Snapchat Nikki Dolman. Let's get to talking.
Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Think they ready?
Yeah, I think they're ready.
Should we go crazy? Then we should just
let's start off with something light for them.
Something light.
Yeah.
All right. What do y'all think about these AI rappers?
I think. Go ahead.
And if y'all want to, we can talk about like AI period. Like it can be, but I want to really specifically talk about the AI rapping and like how they can just transfer another rapper alive or dead and put it on a track and stuff like that. What y'all think about that?
I personally think it's it's definitely dangerous. I mean, if you think about it, when it comes to AI, if they can do something like that with, a famous person's voice, they can do that with anybody's voice. So if you think about it, this can get a lot of people into a lot of trouble. You can fabricate things, you can make things up. So it's definitely leaving a lot of doors open. I'm just going to put it on the simpler side.
What's up, Bethany? What's going on?
I don't want to hear anybody coming through with an AI anything, AI rap, any of that, because, at the end of the day, it's gonna cause a lot of confusion. A lot of people gonna be like, oh, well, so made this, but they never really made
it. Yeah. And that's gonna make people not want to rap no more, bro. Like, they gonna be like, I don't even want to rap because they may take my stuff.
Because it come down from originality, too. Like, there's no original in it.
Yeah.
Like, somebody just made it all up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you start getting a whole bunch of fake raps out there, like people that are actually working really hard to try to master something, is competing with a robot. Like, there's no competition with that.
Right.
Like, it's just pointless at that point, And like he said, it's real dangerous, Get to saying something about somebody, about yourself.
Yeah.
Get yourself in a lot of situations, or other people in, bad situations that don't.
What's up, Mariah? What's up, Capri? What's going on? Yeah, and you know how they got, they got the AI apps and stuff, like how they can like change
with the photos too.
Now that's cool, but that's also can be dangerous too. What if they're trying to find a criminal and that's not even you? And let's say, I don't know, let's say they do like an AI of you shoot, like it could be you selling drugs or something, and they got me with the bag and stuff, but that's not even me. They like, that ain't the Quay, he don't do that stuff, but it looked like me. But they AI'd it, you know. And it's this app I use, and I be using it for my drawings. It's like an AI generator where you can AI the you could be like Goku. You can type in on it Goku holding the iPad. It'll generate the whole entire thing, and it'd be like Goku really have an iPad. So that's how I really begin my drawing, stuff like that. But I feel like they could do the same thing with a human. They could be like the Quaylen, I don't know. They could probably put like the Quaylen selling some drugs, or the Quaylen beating on a chick or something in it. And not only that, they got the AI videos too. You can type in like a tree dancing. And if you tell it more details, it'll generate that and it'll put it on there.
Personally, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't waste my time with no AI apps. I feel like if you ever seen the movie I, Robot, in which I feel like
Will Smith in it.
Yeah, a lot of people have seen that movie. That movie is based off of AI. There's a lot of movies based off of AI. Actually, they talk about the downfall of humanity through AI and technology. Just by AI, turning against people. Like, what's the fail-safe on that? How do we stop?
They're going to be more
Right.
Something that's supposed to learn from us and learn on its own, learn how to do its own things, come up with different ways to do things. All right, what are we going to do when it comes up with a way to enslave us? What are we going to do when these things turn against us?
That's a good question.
We created them.
We made them so smart, like they know everything.
What's up, Benita? What's going on?
You can, like,
all my 6 years is going on with y'all.
Like, you can literally ask them any question, and they're gonna find an answer for it. And then if we have robots and they're already in the making,
right.
It's gonna be something like that.
And then
it's gonna be over.
I remember how you were saying one of y'all had said about before we even podcasted. Remember we was talking about the rapping and how you was like, it sounded like that Justin Bieber would say that. Yeah. This is my intake. I feel like it's gonna get better. Because this is just the beginning of it. They're going to make it to where like it's going to seem like Justin Bieber would say that. Like, I feel like it's going to advance. Yeah. And it's going to get better until like we're going to be like, who is rapping? Who? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So another thing is that in Hollywood, they are trying to push the whole idea of AI where they scan a bunch of like the extras, the background people, and then basically they can just put them in whatever movies that they need them for and everything.
Give me an example.
So basically,
I ain't know about this. I'm kind of like.
So basically, Hollywood. That's why the Actors Union they basically went on a strike because of this, because they were like, it's not right for these people to get paid a certain amount and then just have this scan and not make any money after. Yeah, they might get some type of royalty. It might be as small as possible. You already got your money up front.
What's up, Julie?
But
but basically, it's like you ain't have to do the work.
Yep, you don't have to show up. You don't have to do anything.
What's up, the real Terrence? What's going on? Tap in.
They want people to basically, give up on, having a work ethic. If you think about it, because that's what a lot of. If you look at the movie WALL-E too, even though that's
WALL-E,
bro, even though that's a kid movie, look at what they show in that movie. They literally show that people relied on technology so much that they became fat and lazy, and they just laid in these fucking carts and rode everywhere they needed to go. The robots did everything.
I ain't trying to say it can be possible, but I can relate. Yeah, because it's like, you ain't doing no work. You sitting there.
Society will become lazy.
Yeah, but like we need motivation. We need routine. We need stuff like that.
And the thing about it, like with AI and robots taking over instead of us working, I feel like, it can make us lazy, but we need it. It's a bad and good thing, because it's like some people be late for work. Robots never going to be late.
Yep.
And then you got family. Some people feel like they want to spend time with their family.
What about when they get the malfunctioning?
Yeah. I mean, you got to call somebody.
What's up, Quay?
You'll always need your human. No matter what with this AI.
The issue is, it's like, yes, if they make it to where they pull everybody out of the workforce,
right?
Somebody's still gonna be needed. Somebody has to fix those
but
machines.
I feel like
They
It's gonna
might
be-
make a robot to fix.
You're gonna need a human mind to think of what's next after that, because you think about it, you're gonna have to keep, you know what I'm saying, making it more
true.
improving.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's no fail safe for humans if you think about it.
But
Like,
I feel like them gonna be the ones that's gonna have a job. How everybody else gonna have a job? The ones that's gonna have a job is the ones that's gonna be able to make sure them robots or them don't malfunction. Because a lot of jobs now is they
Switching
replacing
over.
by robots and AI and robot
The use
arms.
scans.
yeah.
That too, Scantrons. Even though they've been out, but it's more and more technological things coming into play.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to what do we do with the currency at that point? If we let
what money? Go ahead. I think I know what you're gonna go with this one.
what do we do with
What's
the
up,
money?
Brittany
Like,
Harris?
do we just say we don't need money anymore? Like, if people let robots take over working for us, what are we doing? We don't need money at that point. Like, is everything free? There's also another.
But it's not going to be free.
Ain't nothing
They're
free.
going to get their money.
Or-
they might charge us way more.
Would it go back to the barter
for
system?
everything.
What is that? What is that, Ross?
The
The
barter
barter
system,
system.
basically like a trade for goods and services.
Mm-hmm.
Would it go back to that? How it was back in the day before money came a thing?
I don't think that'll last in this generation.
Yeah,
That's too
because
much.
people
I mean,
try to fight
society has
everything.
changed so much.
Yeah.
Or this is my intake, y'all. This is just my intake. Or because y'all know I be having the virtual reality and all that. What if the only way you can make money is if you in like the virtual reality? Because they got jobs with you in them, and you get money digitally and virtually, not like pretty much like. I'm just saying. What if you gonna be some jobs that's like that to where?
I think for the people with social anxiety, that'll be easier for them because you don't have to be in front of an actual person. That's the only benefit I really see in it, is that people with social anxiety, physical disabilities.
Or if they can't, they ain't got no transportation to go somewhere. They can just say they you know what I'm saying, they presentation or something like that, and they just put their headset in and they working.
Yeah.
They gonna be making money, but just a little.
I feel like it should be something that's out there, but it should not become something that's mandated or required. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's ever if it's mandated, it's forced upon you. It's not something that you're willingly wanting to do. You're not open to this idea. You're just being told that you got to do it.
Right. What's going on live? What's going on, cuz? What's going on? Y'all just viewing today. No comment today. Y'all just tap in. So we're gonna get up into this next topic. We're gonna go all the way back when we was little bitty kids. So as a kid, y'all know how we have the imagination. We like, we imagine it. You know what I'm saying? You throwing something that ain't even what it is. What happened? Like, what you think happens once we become adults? Like, why we don't have that imagination no more? We can still imagine stuff though. We still can.
I told you earlier. Now, in the long car rides, we're not looking at trees. We're not looking at, everything else. We're looking at, we're focusing on driving. We're thinking about, this tire I got to get fixed. My insurance costs this much. We're thinking about where we're going.
So it's kind of like
the responsibilities when we get there. We can't really enjoy much.
We can't even imagine, because now it's like, I got to think about this for real now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't got the mentality to even imagine to do it, because we got to take responsibility.
Yeah.
But that's what I said too. Like, you just learn the difference of reality. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you're younger, most of the time, everybody's just telling you what's going on in the world.
And Cuz he said, as an adult,
That's
reality
true.
changes. You do?
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you think about it like this, as a child, you grow up and you don't have any responsibilities, you don't have any bills or anything, and your parents' job is to be your protector. They're not going to tell you about what they're going through as far as bills, what they have to deal with work or anything. That's something they have to deal with. They always say, don't grow up too fast. Don't grow up too fast.
Man,
And
we
take that.
That place should have said.
And you want to know what else they should say? What's up? What up, Devon? You want to know what else they should say? They should say, like, you only going to be a kid temporary. And after that, you're going to be an adult your whole entire life. Like, you're going to have way more years as an adult.
Your
So,
childhood go by
spend
faster
that,
than what you think it does.
And it do.
It does.
So,
But that's why, how he was just saying, that's why you can imagine more as a child because, you know, you don't have those responsibilities. You don't have all that stuff you have to pay attention to. You get to pay attention to wherever your little eyes are, you know,
You have the
wandering,
freedom to
whatever
think.
you want to think about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Free mind.
That's really what it is. You're once you're grown, you know, once you get close to being grown, nobody's telling you, oh, you're gonna have bills once you move out. Oh, you're gonna have debt once you get a credit card or anything. You know, nobody's
school
teaching
don't
about
even
that.
do that either.
No.
And that's some bullshit. That if y'all look on episode 15 with Tammy, we talked a lot about schools and society and how they don't teach kids.
They need to switch out the whole curriculum.
And most of the shit is a lie. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially history.
It's true though.
So
Yeah.
the issue with
History
it
had me
is-
confused.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
the issue with it is that they really took out a lot of the things that they gave to our parents. So if you think about it, our parents had wood shop, metal shop, home ec. These are things that taught them how
Sex
to
ed.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex ed was still around when I was up in school.
Really? They didn't have it when I was in school.
What's going on, Jen? What's up?
They didn't have it when I was
Cuz
in
has
school.
said it depends on your childhood and your upbringing.
Okay, that's true.
That is.
But because of your upbringing, so when people say that, they don't realize this. It's when it comes down to the upbringing, it's no offense to your parents, my parents, or anybody. It comes down to the parents. It's about how you raise your child to be prepared to go into that world on their own.
All right, get in depth with that one. Get in depth with that
So-
one. Let me be specific.
When I say that, it's like bro said up here. You know, it's your childhood, your upbringing.
What's up, Jen?
I never played sports.
Right.
You know, I'm 6'3". I never played sports because my parents couldn't afford it. I couldn't
Oh.
afford the new clothes. I couldn't afford the new shoes. So my upbringing was, oh, I want to be better than, you know, my parents. I want to be better than what they were able to give to me. Not that I was looking down on them, but I seen the life that I lived, and I knew I wanted better. Now, you know, some people, you know, they end up in these situations and they don't really see, you know, how their life could play out, or they're not looking at the future. They're looking at what's in front of them. They're looking at what's now. Now, it's cool to look at, you know, what's right in front of you, live in the moment, be present.
Right.
But you ever sat down and thought after 5 to 10 years, damn, why don't I got a house? Why don't I have a couple properties? Why don't I have a business? Why do I have a broken home? You know, because when you bring kids into this world and you can't raise those kids with your significant other or the mother of your child or the father of your child without being at each other's throats,
He
it's because you didn't look at the scope of your life, the way your life was panning out. You didn't do nothing to change it. And once again, no offense to anybody else.
Yeah.
But we are the biggest factors in our life. We control our life at the end of the day. So how can we be mad? You know, I understand being mad at your parents about certain things. You know, I used to be mad at my parents about not letting me play sports because I'm like, shit, I'm 6'3". You know, I could be at
So you wanted.
involved.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this though. So you wanted to play sports?
Bro, do you see I'm 6'3".
I know, but some people they got it in them. Some people be tall, but they ain't into
Yeah,
sports
my baby
either.
daddy taught he can't.
See what I'm saying? Like some people don't be always into sports though, you know.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying now though. You was into it.
Yeah,
You know, and you tall, but you couldn't do it because your parents couldn't provide it.
And you know, my dad, you know, I no offense to my dad, you know, and I think this, you know, everybody got a different version of their parent that they see. But I
What's
feel
up,
like
Terrence?
my dad, you know, he was too focused on the women versus, you know, being
And
focused on me.
Jen had also said it's all about the mindset.
Oh, she's definitely right.
I was gonna say that too after he was.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you ever need to, just cut in. I don't mind. You know, stop it for a second, letting you say your piece. But it's always about the mindset because at the end of the day, you know, there's people. I got a friend who, you know, she tells me all the time, you know, she was adopted. You know, she was a crack baby when she was born. This girl went to college. She got a degree in law.
What's up, Monali?
So, you know,
Yeah, but
it's a
then
mindset.
again, the adopted girl could have been adopted by good parents, with a good platform, and that's why she ended up in college. There's people who don't even,
Yeah.
they might have an abusive life, a bad life, their whole
Yeah.
life. And once you get to a certain age, though, you got to realize, do I want to keep living like this? Do I want to let that affect me? Or you can grow up and mature and be like, okay, I know I get triggered and I got anger problems from this in my past. I got to work on that. It's just different platforms, different mindsets. I feel like, like how you just said something about, people make the choice to have children by certain people and it don't end up working out and stuff. And they be fighting, da da da. I don't be fighting with my kid's dad like that. We used to back in the day, but be better now. But I made a change. You can always change. Regardless of your situation, you can make a change for the better. You know what I'm saying? Like me and him were so bad, and then eventually we realized we want our kid to have a good life, so we both need to get it together and mature and let shit go and just work together to try to build a better life for him, and it makes a better life for us.
So when it comes down to the kids situation,
mindset change.
Yeah, for sure. I understand that you cannot choose who you make your kids with or anything. You don't even know who you're really dealing with at the end of the day, because before you even have a kid, you don't really know that person.
A kid can change people.
Yeah, kids change people for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I say you don't really know a person, because just like basically if you were to move in before you get married, you don't really know that person until you move in. It comes down to, how well do you know that person? Like y'all said earlier, there's no timetable on it.
Right.
It could take a couple weeks. Somebody could be married right after. But just coming down to it, everything's going to be fine. And then boom, there's a baby on the way. Now the guy starts changing. The mother of the child starts changing.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't really like the change of the mother, and neither does the mother like the change of him. That's kind
yeah,
of
it happens a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And, I'm the product of that. So, I definitely understand that. And I'm not saying that anybody is doing a bad job at, raising their child or anything. I'm just saying when it comes down to it, when we live our life and we look at it in hindsight, we don't really see, what happened in that moment. We just look back and be like, damn, And there's nothing wrong with any decisions we make in life. That's what makes us.
Right.
That's what makes us as a person.
Learn and grow.
Yep.
But
Learn and grow.
I'm not saying, you can never be careful about who you pick to have
No,
kids
you
with.
can. It's like people have masks,
Yeah.
Some people, like you said, it takes situations to change them.
Mm-hmm.
Like change who they are, change how they feel about other people.
Mm-hmm.
I've realized that,
Mm-hmm.
and I've become really accepting to change now, which is good in a world like this. Because you really do have to be able to adapt to change at any moment with anything.
Yes.
Yeah, and like the thing about me is, as I was, fixing the cameras and stuff, make sure everything. Hold on. Cuz said everyone's reality sets at a different age, at a different pace, at a different rate.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see it. Say we all grow at times. After unfortunately, cuz tell me what you said after that, because it say like see more on there. But while he doing that, what I was gonna say is, I get what you saying, and I get what she's saying, because with she putting in like kids without her kids, even though the relationship was kind of and people change, it made it better for her.
Yeah.
Because some people, they and I'll be already knowing it. It's some people that got like OnlyFans. And there's some people that do drugs. I know two people. Well, somebody I knew of, she got, OnlyFans. And when she had her kid, it changed. Now she's like, okay, that made me not want to do OnlyFans no more. It made me a better person. And there's a guy I know, he used to do drugs, going crazy, selling drugs, just, ever since he had his daughter, he was like, you know what? I don't even want to do that because I don't want my daughter to see dad selling drugs, especially as a man. Because actually, my supervisor, he just told me Sunday, he was like, man, I used to sell that shit, He was like, but ever since I had my son, I had to stop because I didn't want him to see son doing that. Excuse me. I don't want him to see daddy doing that. He was like, if I'm telling my son, don't do this, why am I doing it? If you tell your son, like, hey, don't do drugs, but you doing it, it don't make sense. But at the same time, like, my mama, she smoke. I don't like it. My dad drink. I don't like it. So it's like, but at the same time, I do want to be a better, as you guys said about your parents, I do want to be a better person. I want to be the one that don't drink and smoke. And I try to say nothing wrong with it, but it's just, I want to be the one that doesn't do it. But at the same time, I do get what you're saying too. And in relationships, people do change. It's some women that had babies, and they be like, well, the man, I didn't know he was like that until the baby had, until the baby had came in the picture. Now they something else, So I get both of y'all.
No, I was agreeing with him though. Like I said, change, like it happens in everything, you know. But it's up to that person. Like, okay, change might be bad. It's up to you.
What's up, Yams?
To make sure to change it to the right way.
Right.
To handle things the right way. To make sure you get that situation right. Since you got it wrong, There's always time for change,
Oh, push air like a little bit, so name tag, like a little bit. Yep, so you see the name. All right, go ahead.
You just made me show my double chin.
My bad. Go ahead.
But yeah.
Yeah. So since we on relationships a little bit, since we got a little bit into it, so do y'all believe that, and I'm gonna kind of put an intake of it too. So do you think that if somebody decides to get married with somebody, should they live with that person? And do you think that divorce rates, I've got to put that on the topic, do you think divorce rates will go straight low, since a lot of people that's deciding to get married saying, hey, let me live with this person, let me see, so what's your
I'm gonna keep it real. You have to move in before y'all get married. Because just going off of this, I'm a man. Men are probably the most disgusting creatures to walk this planet.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Got that right.
Now, you move in with him. Now you can see if he washes his ass every day, or if he washes his ass every other day, or if he washes his ass at all.
True.
And if he only washes his ass,
or if he just playing games.
Yeah, or if he washes his ass only when he comes to see you.
What's up, Juanita? What's going on? Yeah, I'm saying, what's up, fam? What's going on, man?
Everybody don't have parents that are still together,
And
my dad is deceased, but my mom is
I was about to say that too.
Yeah.
Some people, yep. Or if y'all had like a picture, but you couldn't see the picture once they get older. Well, we're gonna put it like this: if you got a chance, if your mom and dad's still alive, whatever,
But that's a little hard too, because, like, not to speak on my family, but if you look at old pictures with my mom and dad, they looked like the happiest couple.
Yeah.
But inside that picture, no, it wasn't like that.
Yep.
So you have to look at all that too.
You got people that will put a mask on when they get
You are not your mom just
right.
because you are her child. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not your dad just because you are your dad's child.
Because same thing with me. Like, y'all see my dad, he do cars. I look like him, but that's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole different person, but I look like him, but I'm not into what he kind of into. I don't drink. And then, especially at the time when, at the same age I'm at, he was doing something way different at 28 than I'm doing something at 28. And not only that, he was brought up a certain way too. He still had his mom and dad, but they had a lot of kids and he got away with a lot of stuff. And then you got me, even though I look like my dad, I'm the last one born, so I can't get away with a lot of stuff. So we gonna roll off into this one. Do you think long distance relationships is a bunch of bull? Do you think it's trash? Because I got stuff to say. I'm going to let y'all get all y'all stuff out.
I feel like with long distance relationships, it's a lot of work. And I feel like you definitely have to put in that effort. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You have to be able to fully communicate because it's mostly about nothing but communication.
That's all you can do.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to give somebody that sense of security. You know what I'm saying? So long distance relationships are very iffy. Like, they're not for everybody, but some people they are for.
Because I know some people, they be like, I'm in this long distance relationship. I'll be like, this motherfucker be cheating on your ass right fucking now. Get your fucking...
I couldn't do a long distance.
That's why I
can't do a long distance.
Nope, I won't.
I be like, bro, really,
y'all
bro?
Enjoy though.
We gotta be video chatting 24/7. I wanna.
And see, who got time to do that though?
Nobody. I ain't got time, man. I have trust issues. I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm loving.
As soon as you hang up, I'm calling right back. You hung up too fast.
Or they could tell you, they could portray to be somebody else, and then in their city, they a big old hoe, or you know what I'm saying?
Or they got a family.
Exactly.
They can have an OnlyFans. You don't even know.
If you got
a double family.
What you got an OnlyFans? And you out here in a long distance relationship, you crazy. Heck no. To have an OnlyFans account and be in a long distance relationship with somebody.
That's wild.
Man, you getting thrashed.
You getting thrashed.
That's not where they met at. Honestly.
Like, are you sending us some significant other videos?
Said catfish.
Hey, that's what I was thinking about too. I'm talking about
like a cat, but it's them. But y'all just long distant, you know.
Well.
I couldn't.
Like,
I just couldn't trust that. Like they would be telling
it.
me the truth about everything, and it's just too much extra effort and all.
So, say if you did do a long distance relationship, would you put a time frame on being able to see that person?
Yup.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I mean, I could take I ain't gonna lie, I could take 2 weeks. I could do 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
After 2 weeks, I gotta see you.
But then what's the gap in between? Just 2 weeks. That's it.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks, you would have to see that person, no matter where they lived. If they live like in Texas and you lived here,
oh man,
right? Because you don't want to see that person
long term. No, I barely can do a close relationship. They know I'm always single. I'm good. Too many games.
All right. So, would y'all ever spin the block on someone, or would y'all just be like, that's person in the past. I'm not gonna talk to that person.
I'm spinning the block right now. I'm trying to see where something go. But I feel like depending on how that relationship ended with that person, you know what I'm saying? Too. Sometimes it be the fact of just getting closure. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you didn't get closure, so you need that conversation.
And I was gonna say this too, Roz. What if they do spin the block, right? I'm gonna say some mind blowing stuff, some real shit, because it happened to me before. I'm kind of glad I did spin the block. Because it's like, sometimes you do need some space between someone. And then y'all grow, you be like, damn, I'm glad I did talk to this person. Like, we way more better now.
Y'all older and
but I'm not going to lie to you, though. It depends on who's spinning the block. If I'm spinning the block first, like, if I'm putting all my effort on the female, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna feel like, damn. I'm gonna feel like a little B, like, damn, I'm putting all my love.
But why you gotta feel like a B? Because you showing your feelings?
So when you say spin the block, you like messing with them again, or you
like you spin the block. Like,
because I'm friends with almost all my exes. I kick it with them, but I'm not finna be messing with them again.
Jen has said, she said they should live together before marriage is learned from each other. And then Jenny said catfish. My bad, Jen. I'm not reading your other stuff. She said, fuck closure. I fuck you and your mama.
Okay,
hey.
But like I said, well, bring back to the closure real quick. Like, it doesn't have to be a closure where y'all have to rekindle that full relationship. You know what I'm saying? It could be the closure as like, hold on, I still have some shit on my chest that I needed to get off. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, you can try to redeem your stroke. Like,
or it could be that too. It could lead to something sexual. But it doesn't necessarily mean that y'all have to become back one how y'all was.
Right.
I mean,
I be spending the block on everybody then because I'm cool with everybody. So I'll pull up on my baby daddy. I'll pull up on the ex. Like, it don't matter. Because I usually try not to end things on bad terms with people.
I feel same here.
Because like I said, I've learned to accept, there's changes, differences. We all different.
So you wouldn't just be like, no, forget that. That's past. Let me not.
I feel like you got to know the difference between a platonic relationship and then, taking that relationship to something else tue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say sometimes it's a spin, sometimes I'm being spent on.
Vice versa.
All right. So
they ain't gonna play with me again.
We gonna get back in general. We gonna mess with them. We gonna teeter-tot with y'all. All right. So just like I was saying earlier before the podcast, should you stack your bread and work in your 20s, then in your 30s have fun, or have fun in your 20s, waste the bread, be like, fuck it, I'm in my 20s, I'm gonna waste this shit. Then once you get to your 30s, get to business, because you 30, you gotta.
From what I heard, the 30s are some of the best years.
Prime years. Yep.
So, I mean, even if you mess up in your 20s, you're young. You're learning. Nobody's teaching you. So why worry about your 20s as much? I mean, if you make some big mistakes, that's on you. I mean,
yeah, if you get in jail or something, that's
Yeah,
a different story.
yeah, can't nobody control that. But it's more so like when you get to a certain age, you gotta look at what's around you.
And then everybody's life is different too. To even want, because some people, they could be 20, they probably want to hustle. They probably like, oh, I want to get this money, but they can't.
But
They don't have no connections.
Right. Then somebody that probably was 20 had a connection, and they, go ahead though.
But when it comes down to that, it's like people want to get some money, but what's the easiest way for somebody to get some money?
Usually illegally.
Right. They're selling drugs or whatever. Nobody's sitting back and looking back at it and being like, well, this might be easy money, but, I can get locked up or I can get killed, blah, blah, whatever. They gonna do it. They gonna get their money quick. And then once they get caught up, that kind of screws up the rest of your life. You got something on your record. Then you trying to get right with your with your money and everything. So if you owe somebody money, like if somebody fronted you that, shit, you better get that money back to them quick. Don't let nobody rob you, nothing. Like that's the name of the game when you get in them streets. It's like you always gotta be on point. You can't slip up and think, oh, I'm gonna get right back.
Right.
Because if you slip up once and you get caught.
To be honest with you, I'm the type of person, I'm very cautious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm the type of person, I'm not going to do anything if I have that, I don't care, they be like, hey, bro, do this, bro. But in the back of my mind, I'm like it's kind of like driving without a license. I'm never going to do that. Mm-hmm. Just because the simple fact that I can get caught. It can happen at any moment.
I got hood license.
I said, why are you looking at me like that? When you were saying the 30 to 20 thing, I feel like you should be working for both. Like, I feel like I want to work in my 20s and my 30s and then retire, late 40s or something. I feel like, why would you stop?
But I'm just saying, like, in a scenario as in what would you do? I get what you're saying, but, like, what would you do?
I say work in my 20s.
And then...
Yeah, because with age,
Keep going. Change the battery. Keep going. Change the battery.
That's what I'm saying. Like me, I started kind of working late. I didn't have my first job. I think I was like 20 or 21.
Okay.
Because I was just doing bull stuff, for money. As long as I had money, I was okay. I was always able to get money. But it was the fact of learning and getting that real money. Once you work that 9 to 5, it'd be like, oh, okay, I like this. You know what I'm saying? You get that real check. And I feel like it's different when you have to work for your money, you know what I'm saying, versus getting that fast money. Because you're not valuing nothing that you're getting off that fast money. And you blowing through it. You know what I'm saying? And most people be messed up anyway because they go get a car. No. Why don't you just go buy a car? You know what I'm saying? You got $100,000. Why don't you go buy a house? You know what I'm saying? You paying somebody else rent. Go buy you a house. Go buy you some land.
That's true.
I mean, just being young, being unprepared for life. I mean, not unprepared, just not knowing what's the next step.
What to expect.
You can either go to college or you can start working. That's all you got. That's the only options you got. Or you can just
and really, sometimes, for the most part, you gotta work and go to college to pay for college. Because even with scholarships and all that, still not enough usually.
Yeah.
You gotta work. Unless you just were born into money. Some people are lucky like that, and I envy them, but
Don't envy them, because some of them people be having some stories.
I mean, yeah, I envy that I ain't just come freely with money in my life,
You didn't have an easy pass, that's what it was.
But then maybe, my life's list, like that because I needed to learn, to be a good person and stuff, because a lot of people with money not good people, They're morally not good to other people.
But yeah, I mean, if you can get somebody, like if you use your 20s to pretty much set up a plan, like, oh, this is where I'm going to be when I'm 30, and then you can basically just put that plan in motion, it's different, But when you go into life with no plan, nobody to help you, no mentors, then you doing it.
I think that makes the difference too of, trying to figure out if you want to get it in your 20s or in your 30s, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at them years of basically 16 through 19, you know what I'm saying? What was you doing in them years? What was your surroundings? What was your support like? what was the people, you know what I'm saying, you was around? Like,
what were you going
where,
through in
where
life?
was they doing something with their life, you know? You gotta
What's
look
up,
at all
Kat?
that too.
What's up, Kat?
Because, you know what I'm saying, I'm 31 and I know people that's older than me that, you know what I'm saying, not doing as good. I know people that's younger than me doing better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Jen has
so
said
it does come back to that mind frame.
Jen has said life hit, I don't know what that H word.
Life
hard
when
it's just you. Some people have no resources, no supports.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
exactly. You know, that's what I be saying, you know, like sometimes you be down to, you know, a little bit and stuff and it's like, yeah, I could take this little bit of money and go pay off my responsibility for this, but damn, I also ain't ate. And, you know, like I need to make sure I'm fed or my child's fed. So it just all depends on your life.
It need to come into the stance of too, like, you can't judge everybody off of what their situation is. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you can get up and go to work every day and still be struggling like another effort.
I've had numerous jobs.
Yeah.
You just never know what's going on with somebody. I know somebody, and he looked like he had a good job. You know, he was going to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting out late.
And you probably went over his house and this whole different story or something like that. Like,
just barely no money. Ex taking all the child support, so like literally no money. He barely can eat himself because of the child support and the bills for the house and everything like that and stuff. But because he had this nice job, everybody, you know, including myself, judged him, thinking, "Oh, okay, you know, he got money regardless." If I asked him about $10, I know he could give it to me, but it's not like that.
And also,
you know?
speaking of judgmental, we're going to have a future episode. It's gonna be. It may not be the next one. It may not be the next one. But we are finna have a judgmental podcast episode.
Definitely tune in for that one.
And I'm finna bring her in. So we finna do a tag team.
We're finna bop out.
I'm finna tag team Roz, and we finna introduce her.
Let's get
to it.
All right.
Boom.
Y'all tag team.
Let's make sure I'm on these words.
Give us a little moment.
Boom. Let's get into it.
I'm gonna sit down.
Alrighty. Tag team. First tag team on the first time tag teaming on the D-Wolves podcast. So yeah. So this is gonna be history in the books right here.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this. Little mama finna get on. She got, you know, something going on with her foot. So y'all give her a little moment. She gotta, you know, get on the chair and all that.
I ain't getting on the chair.
Oh, so you would?
I'm standing.
You finna stand?
Yay.
All right, move the chair.
You want the chair moved?
Mm-hmm.
She got
Please,
a broken
thank
foot,
you.
and she said she want to stand.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's nothing but a G thing, baby.
Okay.
So get them your, you know, social media and all that. Let them know who you are.
Well, this is Little Mama, aka Dorothy Chris on Facebook.
Yes.
All right.
Just here chilling.
You on TikTok too, or is you not? Or is
I'm
daughter?
I'm on TikTok too. Snapchat too.
What's your Snap and your TikTok?
Snapchat. TikTok. I'm at littlemamapoo.com.
So,
Snapchat. I don't.
You'll be on Snapchat. Same. I'm trying to get my little. See, I used to be on Snapchat a lot, but I kind of had. But I might get back on there. So, first thing first. First topic. Now we got Little Mama tag team from Roz. Is would you ever feel some type of way if your homegirl or homeboy tell you about like something that they did sexually? Like let's say your homegirl, your homeboy come over your house and they be like, bro, I had some fire head, bro, that motherfucker's fire. But you low key ain't have that. You're like, hey man, I never experienced that. Would you feel concerned? Interested? Would you feel interested in seeing what that's about? It could be about the girl that he did it with. Would you like eavesdrop? Be like, man, I finna her ass up. As a homeboy, would you be jealous? Would you feel type of way like, damn, how come my homeboy had not home? This vice versa. If your homegirl, you know, said to you and like that.
Honestly, half the time I don't even want to hear it, but and then sometimes it do be interesting, you know, they'll be telling me some off the wall shit like, oh, and he did this, and I'm like, okay, let me hear it. But I never get to the thought like, oh, I want to mess with him or nothing. Oh, he got a big dick. No, there's too many men that are born with the same thing between their legs for me to go chase after my friends do.
Oh, yeah. What
about you, Chris?
Me, I'm gonna just say I'm not really too interested in the other woman. More so, like, you know, you can tell me whatever about her, but I'm like that ain't really something I should go and venture into. Just off the simple fact, like, you already dealt with the person. Why would I, you know?
I'm the same way.
Lots of slappies.
And I got too many females anyway, so I don't. No, let me stop talking shit. But no, I feel you. I feel what you're saying though. Yeah, I'm the same way. And then I done had some homeboys. They'd be like, "Bro, you can go in and see what's up." I still be like, "Nah, I'm good, bro. Like I ain't. I'm straight. You know." She probably can't even handle me anyway. Like I said though, what about you, little mama? What you?
Me personally, I wouldn't give a care how that man thing is or that man is.
Yeah.
I'm minding my own business and doing what I have to do to please myself, not anybody else's. So whatever they do, it's on them.
Okay. I guess Facebook Live a little bit, you know. Anybody that still tune in, y'all still tune in. So they finna miss on the good stuff. All right. So another topic I hadn't thought about is this. Let's say you having sex with that person, right? You think you're doing something. You know what I'm saying? You put it down. Let's say she one of those females that be like, "Well, I need to come. Let's say she end up getting a toy out. How would you feel? Would you feel like I ain't do my job? Would you get irritated? Would you start with you, Chris?
You can bring all the help you need to the bedroom. I'm not against it. I will always I will always say it's a different level of assistance. I mean, there's only so much we can do with our bodies, and if we're not satisfying, you know, the other person with our body, then yeah, they're gonna need that extra assistance. I mean, why be against them? Why be appalled or be upset by somebody bringing a toy in during sex? I mean, they ain't trying to put it in me. Right. They using it for themselves to help finish out what we done started.
Right.
And sometimes for the do. It plays a role with both of them, okay? They make stuff for both sexes. Yeah. And that will spice things up. Like, okay, you know, a lot of people say they cheat because they was just getting bored, you know, like same thing, you know, whatever.
Women got the roles
there's
and
only
shit.
so many positions you can do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you get to effing outside or in the cars or, you know, like exotic places. But then once you done did that, what you gonna do now? But them toys, they keep coming out with new ones and new ones.
They got the rolls.
They got ones for guys, you know what I'm saying? Put around their
Hold on, quick question.
Whatever.
Before we get to Lil Mama, what you got to intake about it? Do you think they got more toys for... I ain't even got this on the podcast notes for the topics. Do you think they got more toys for guys or girls?
It's definitely going to be for women, but
I'd say for women too. Y'all got all type of shit. Y'all got the Swiss Army sword. Y'all got the...
I was just going to say... I feel like the toys are more catered to women because there's a lot of men.
I'll say that too. Yeah.
We do look out for ourselves.
Jen, okay, some people coming back on the live chat, 3 views. Jen has said, and sometimes she just a hard girl to get off, and she know how to do it. All I'm saying is hit me with your best shot. I can't see the rest.
She said, sock it to me.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Listen. She makes a great point. I mean, you definitely have to put your all into it. I think that when it comes down to sex, it's a two-person game. So sex is an art. You know, this is a connection. This is something that you should really put your all into with your significant other or whoever you need to. You know,
and I want to say something. Hold on. I know we kind of skewing Lil Mama.
I like his answer.
I got a lot of stuff to say. So about that and this whole entire topic, this is just me. This is how I think. I like when I put my all in it, like I go crazy in it, put a hole in her stomach in it. I'm going to tell you something. I put a hole in your stomach. So my thing is this though. I like when I go hard and like the next time we'll link, I go soft. Cause I like the mental to where like she know like this dude can go crazy. This dude, if you're any of y'all that's DBZ fans, he can go Super Saiyan 4, but he going Super Saiyan. Like what? You can go harder than that, D Will.
Hold on, real quick. Jenny up there said most females lazy. That is true. Rise, I
What
see
you-
you up there.
What you mean by that? I don't get that.
So-
Lazy as in like.
It's
Lazy
crazy.
and
that
bedroom play. Lazy.
So
bedroom play.
get your say so, and then we got to get back to little mama because she didn't get our intake on.
because you see a lot of women that just be laying there looking pretty.
Dead fish.
Just
A
take
dead
it.
fish.
I like to ride because then I can please myself, and I know
Thank
he's
you.
gonna get pleased either way because
See?
I try to look my part usually in bed, and then on top of that, I'm gonna try, like you said, put y'all
Yes.
in.
Yes.
And when I got that little tequila in me, I'm putting everything in.
Amen.
Shit, I'm gonna wake up thirsty, dehydrated, all that shit.
All right, we gonna let little mama go ahead and get your intake.
Well,
You gotta
Yeah,
let the
little
OG.
mama, what
gotta
you
let-
gotta say?
You gotta let the OG speak.
Well,
been there, done
I
that.
ain't into doing toys. I ain't into the real thing.
Yeah.
So our body has full potentials. If your thing is going in one hole and your hand is going in your mouth,
Right.
stimulate the nipples, play with the hair, do all that. Yes.
Right.
I mean, toys not necessarily, it'll get you where you need to be.
Right.
But it ain't gonna get you where you want to be.
Yeah.
Some of it's too much. Like some people, I done seen some women say something about the rose. It was like it's too much. Some say it's
And
nice.
make you go in convulsions.
And then not only that,
She's like convulsions.
I do believe. What's up, Cuzzo? I just got done seeing Cuzzo yesterday. It was our granddad's birthday. He was, you know what I'm saying, my cousins was
Happy
there.
birthday.
My granddad turned 82, so
Okay.
clap it up for that.
Happy
82.
birthday.
So, you know, but another thing about toys, and I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, straight. I'm a real motherfucker. So on episode 7 and 8, I didn't mention I had toys. I done had toys.
Uh-huh.
I had just threw my last toy away like 3 weeks ago. Clap it up for that. Clap it up for that. But I'm gonna tell you what it is though. What it was is in the pandemic, you know, I get a, you know, during them times when I started getting it. And then my homeboy, he was mentioning it. He was like, bro, you know they got toys and stuff like that. Keep in mind, I wasn't horny or nothing, but since he mentioned it, I'm like, hey, man, you want to give me a toy? Now I'm getting horny because I'm like, damn, you get a toy. So hold on.
I got a question.
So what it is I ended up getting some toys. After I did my first toy, I'm like, I gotta get another one. I'm up there hiding boxes. I couldn't let my mama know. Like, what is that toy? No, like, what is that box? I'm like, something for my video production. So, you know, I had to lift, I'm like,
That's funny.
so anyway, yeah, I just threw my last toy away, and what it is
I got a question for you.
Yeah, what was the
oh, shoot. Hold on.
Yeah, we got questions.
What made me throw the toys away was it's just I just lost feeling for it. You know? I had to hide them. I couldn't like use them like that. My little nephew's coming around. I had to put him in my closet. One time I almost got caught.
Okay.
So my little nephew, he was like, what's this? I'm like, something for the podcast.
Yeah, tell us something for the podcast.
Like,
Let me see.
like it's a microphone holder.
Oh, yeah. He had the hot pocket, the pocket piece.
So
All right. So I had a question for you.
Okay.
So you had said you don't like toys. Okay.
No.
See, the thing with me is I don't like stuff that goes inside me. Like I don't want no big ass dildo or nothing.
Right.
If I want dick, I want the real thing.
Right.
But I do like the toys. Like I have like a little bullet. It's just a vibrate. They make things
I
just
know
for the
what you
vibration
mean.
sense and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
just for the vibration sense. Them are what I use toys.
Check
Do you
it
like
out.
them kind of toys, or you just all against everything?
I wouldn't say I'm against all toys because
Or is it more so
The
just like the
rose,
big dildo thing?
I tried the rose thing, and yes, convulsions.
I'm scared of
and
that. Nope.
No, they got 4 or 5 different speeds on it where,
I heard it can mess up like your feeling
right.
because of how powerful that thing
So,
is.
it all depends. I mean, I wouldn't say all sex toys are
A no-go.
a no-go,
yeah,
but as for me,
You just
being,
want it real.
I just want it real.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that makes sense, but I still feel like it is real. Like if it's his real
it
penis.
do feel like it.
Like
But
no, if it's his real penis, like I said, I don't get stuff to to go inside. It's just to help with it and stuff like simulation. Even if you're not there, you don't need all that. Cause I be seeing some of my friends' toys and it'd be like way up here. And
But
it's just
okay,
like,
Roz has said, fuck plastic, give me veins. But they got some.
they got ones with veins for you, bro.
But they got some.
Yes, they do. But still, it doesn't feel like the real thing because
See,
that ain't nothing but silicone.
That's true.
Same. Okay, now let me
I never
rebuttal.
used one.
Let me rebuttal on that. Same thing with the fake act. I had massive asses toys and all that, and I had.
And how did that feel?
It felt kind of it felt good, but it wasn't like. And I like natural wetness coming down. I had to grab the look. I had to make sure. I'm like, damn, I'm up there. My back hurting. I'm like, damn, I gotta. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta do that if I got a real ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't really have toys. I have the C ring.
Yeah, that's the thing I said. It's like that. I enjoyed that with another person, and it's not nothing that goes in the guy.
Scoot a little bit back.
Yeah.
You scoot a little bit back.
I suck at trying to. Oh, that's it. That was the end of the whole thing.
Hold on. Oh,
What was it?
His mic just went out.
but
Oh, it's
all
just
right.
that plug's barely in there.
Dang. All right, y'all. We're gonna
A short delay.
Hey,
I think so.
50 Shades Grey. I never seen that one.
You gotta
Where
watch.
he had where she went to dinner, she had the butt plug up there while she went to dinner, and she had to compose herself.
It was a vibrating blood plug.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to try one.
I like a finger in my butt occasionally.
That's what I'm saying. So you can get a butt
I like
plug.
butt sex though. Somebody
Then
was
they
like,
had
"You're
these
nasty."
bars.
That hurts. It don't hurt if
What?
they do it right.
What, that bar she had where she did her ankles and just flipped her right over. I'm like, what?
Ooh,
All right.
okay.
we gonna
What?
continue. We ain't gonna worry about the audio.
I think those is just too hard to put on. They want you to put that shit on when you soft or whatever, and it's just like
Yeah, and it's supposed to
And it
make you
can hurt. It kind of can hurt you.
And
it's supposed.
It's irritating too.
Yeah, so it's just like I don't know. I don't use it. It's there, but I don't use it. As far as like any other toys, like I rather buy the toys for like the other person, like either it's who I'm dealing with, my girl, whatever. I'm not saying I'm in a relationship. I'm just saying like if that was my girl, that would be a situation. But it's just like, oh, Jenny also said y'all want me to spice up the bedroom. You always gotta spice up the bedroom.
Yeah.
You gotta do different positions. You get bored.
That's why I said outside. I like to do things like pull over to the park, like that bridge.
And by the
And
way,
over there on the benches and stuff.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. It kicks it up.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of going home to the same bed.
Okay,
Yeah,
time to the bed. I'm all right.
and I was gonna say this: if any of y'all,
That bed.
if any of y'all interested, I am going to be doing June. It's going to be June and July. June and July is going to be nothing but sexual topics. If you enter my podcast, so if y'all want to tune in, come in. I'm gonna have nothing but sexual topics. So, and if y'all kind of like the sexual topics going on in June and July, I'll do it August,
Okay.
But I'm only doing August. That's how far it'll go. September is back
I said
to
I like
the
to play in teas.
You know.
Technical difficulties for a second.
Yeah, we had a little technical difficulty. It's all good, Facebook.
Come here. Come in.
Yeah, you might as well. Right?
Yeah, you ain't even.
Come on,
Thanks.
Miss
They're gonna pop me back in.
So the only thing, Facebook, I'm gonna say this: we had
I'm
a
gonna be in and out.
Whenever you talk something, just step in.
the thing about it, Facebook. I'm just gonna tell Facebook whoever viewing. I had told a couple of the podcast guests to scroll because of the camera. It's all about the camera views, but whoever watches on YouTube, once I edit it, it's gonna be the same thing. It just I'm gonna kind of tweak the audio and make it sound like the audio is from the mic. So any of y'all worry like, oh shit, no. Good thing the Mac did come off, but we moved it. One of those things where But back to the podcast. We gonna cover 2 more topics. I know you know what I'm saying. So the 2 topics is this. How do y'all feel when a lot of kids just be asking so many questions? Like,
Yes.
what's going on, kid?
Stop asking so many questions. There ain't that many questions in the world. I don't even know why you asking questions about the most simplest stuff. So
Because they don't know, Chris. They don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, but after we tell you, it shouldn't be like, well, why?
Well, sometimes I'm like, shut up type thing in my head. But
What's
sometimes
up, man,
I'm
man?
like, I like it. Depending on the question, because some kids will really ask you questions that'll get you thinking, like, you know what, I never really thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta, learn some knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
Kids are learning every day, and so are you still. So it can get annoying, but sometimes, it's best if you just answer all the million questions and stuff,
Right.
because at least they're trying to get knowledge.
It's just, man, actually, they get knowledge from Google. Ask Google, motherfucker. Why does it take, how come, like, they can ask
that's
Google.
true, Alexa. Siri.
That's true.
Well, back in my day, we didn't have to do all that. We just answered it the best way we knew how. I mean, either this generation right now, y'all got better understanding, y'all, than what we used to have.
I'm a 90s baby.
And I'm
91.
I'm a
See,
95.
I'm a 70s.
92.
I'm about to be
What's your
33.
Chris?
See, I'm a 70s
70s,
baby.
baby. I feel like we not that much
No.
of a difference.
Hey,
There is a
I
difference.
ain't that dang
Don't
old.
do
Come
all
on.
that on the
I'm playing,
70s.
I'm playing short stuff. Not everybody want to get on 6'5", and it always be that way. Every time when I'm finna end the podcast, everybody want to. But anyway,
Hop on.
yeah, I feel it. It's a little bit more information now. These kids, they got tablets and stuff. And
It's a new generation, new
Whole
technology, everything is new. So they got better understanding on
y'all keep
certain
going, because I
things.
sure want to talk about this. It was up on here. It was something about how do y'all feel that kids got possession of these iPhones now? Like you know how like when we was growing up, we had like the flip phones. How do you like? And no, it was that, and you know how like when we was young, we had like different phones. Everybody had like different chirp phones, different phones.
Yep, Blackberries.
Now, how do you feel that everybody want that one phone? Oh, I gotta get the iPhone 14. Like,
They don't even have multiple options like that as much as they did anymore. And the other options, they're just seen as cheap, and they are so cheap usually that nobody want it. But I feel like children should have cell phones nowadays because of how the world's cut.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even trust your kid go to school
No.
without someone or another student shooting it up. And I feel like it
Sex
was not like
trafficking
that
is a
back in the
major
day.
key around here.
Yep, sex trafficking, kidnapping children, like there's all types of shit. No,
Jen has
they need
said
a phone.
that brick rock coming in.
Nokia.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. She said that. What she
That
said?
brick Nokia coming
Oh,
in
brick
clutch.
Nokia, yeah. And they hard. I seen this one meme. It was a meme of a Nokia. It was like a BlackBerry Nokia, and he was talking to some iPhone.
Yeah.
It was like back in my day, we wasn't so soft. I was gone, boy. It's up in my phone. But it's real though. And a lot of these phones now, they very delicate. I feel like now they make it to where they want you to spend money. Well, they did back then, but they want you to spend more money on a phone, like with iPhone. Like, you know how iPhones go slower, so they want you to get the
We
other
were
iPhone.
just talking about
and
this
they want you
earlier,
to-
too.
They
Yeah.
want you to buy it, but back then, phones were just phones.
Exactly, and when you broke it, it broke.
Right, and I feel like they make the iPhones. Well, I got a case anyway, but still, like they.
I feel like to chime in too. For the most part, if your kid is young, I feel like kids should have phones, but they don't need iPhones. Go get them a little flip phone or something. Because the only thing a kid really need to do is make calls. They don't need to be on the internet. That's why kids be exposed to a lot too. That's the problem with these kids on
There's
the internet.
child
Yeah,
pornography.
you know what that is right still.
Kendrick
They
has
need
said.
phones just strictly for calling, texting to the parents, all that extra shit.
And Kendrick has said delicate but too smart, right? Like the phone.
Plus, there's pornography out here going on too, besides sex trafficking, where there's a lot of people out here doing.
Video games, perverts are getting on
Yes.
there and, luring little kids to meet up behind their parents' back. But it's kind of like unavoidable. So, like, the best we can do is try to monitor and,
Everything they do.
we still do got to keep them having a cell phone regardless of what age they are because, like, it's scary. And even you can't even trust the damn teachers, you know.
Mm-mm.
You'll be seeing parents put in, you know, phones that you recording and stuff for their kids when they go to school, and then all of a sudden you're hearing
Now,
kids getting mistreated, getting hit on.
So it's kind of like, even
Nah,
though this
fuck that.
technology now, it kind of made it like a whole nother avenue of something else now. Either if it's negative or positive.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
it's negative and
it
positive.
created something else. Like, you
They're
know,
it teaches our kids, but then again, it also dumbs them down in ways, you know.
also, they
Just all
they,
how
they got
lazy.
that. They got
Lazy.
they got the site where you could track your family member wherever
My
they
friend
are.
can see me. Yep.
Yes.
She can see my AirPods. I can see her iPhone watch, her AirPods where they're at. She leaves
Location.
her. If she
They do
leaves
have
her
those
watch at
apps
home, I
too.
can see that's at home and she's at work.
but what's somebody?
They do have the apps too, where you can put on your
Yeah.
child phone, where you can literally see
That's what it's
everything.
good.
with your-
It's good and bad.
Yeah.
Kendrick has said, he said, right, and things are getting too out of hand with kids. He said it's weird. Yeah, it is weird. It's good and bad. So y'all tap in, y'all tune in, y'all also subscribe to the DWENT channel. I'm still at 1.12K subscribers, so y'all subscribe. Let's keep it going. Y'all keep sharing. It's gonna make. Well, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway. Y'all share, y'all subscribe. Y'all get y'all outros right quick. Let them know what's going on before we get on out of here.
I gotta go first.
You
I
go
started
first.
off with somebody new, nobody new.
All right, it was nice talking to y'all. I'll see y'all next time. We'll be a lot more hyper now that
Oh,
I
yeah.
know what, you know.
What's up? Not see.
What
Now
you look
motherfuckers
forward
wanna.
to.
This is what I don't like. What's up, Ted? You wait. Forget it. We all know.
Deuces, love y'all.
Everybody know Little Mama. We out of here. All right, y'all.
Peace.
Hi.